What's going on, guys? Haxa here with another episode of Skul the Hero Slayer, and I'm back from my I don't know, vacation, I guess. I still tried to upload videos during my absence from streaming, but as you guys now know, I was a little finicky with it. I was just watching games done quick. Hardly a vacation, but all the other times I've had to take a break from this channel from uploading have been due to like health concerns. So being able to take a short break without having to worry about something terrible happening in the background was pretty nice. But I'm back now, and the event's over, so I shouldn't really have any scheduling issues moving forward unless something terrible happens. I'm going to start with Thor. I'm going to bring Frost along with him. Obviously non-committal, as I always say, but it's a start, This should make for an easy Act 1, Part 1 at the minimum. Both of these characters are quite good at dealing with the early game, and shouldn't really have any issues in that department. Why did I go in a skull room? I should have went in the money. Well, actually, I don't know. I don't regret it. I don't know. I actually don't even know why I was thinking I should go in a money room. I almost never do. But also in the early game, maybe... I don't know, maybe in the early game, I've never really thought about it, because like skull rooms in Act 1, especially Act 1 Part 1, are like particularly kind of useless, I guess. The most they can do is like very occasionally and rarely, get like a Nat Legendary in the very early game and set your run down like a cool path at the very beginning. But most of the times you're just seeing commons and, I don't know, like... If you're just bone shard hunting, it's not very useful. We got a rare there. I actually am going to take this money room here. Though I don't know. I don't know why I'm trying. Why am I experimenting? What is going on? But you know what? Maybe it's not such a bad thing to do a little experimentation. Because like the thing is, money rooms across the board are generally the most useless rooms you can go into. And I'll usually only go in them when I'm forced to. But... if you're low rolling your door count in the early game, since like I said, skull rooms are kind of useless anyway, this could be a good way to make my early game shops better. I don't know. I don't know why I'm experimenting, but we'll see how I feel about it when we get to the shop. And also, if I'm going in another room after this, none of this means anything. But for like low rolling your doors, maybe this could be useful. Like I always say, it's the worst thing that can happen to a run. And not having resources, even in the early game shops, is pretty annoying. Sometimes I'll even like miss a treasure purchase on the pedestal. That shit sucks. So who knows? Maybe I'll. Yep. See, there's the shop. So maybe this will have paid off in some way. We would have had even less money than we have right now. Keep in mind, we probably would have not even had like 1,000. We maybe would have broke 1,000, just barely. Go ahead and grab that. But now we definitely have enough money to buy treasure on the pedestal, do one refresh, although I am just going to buy this. That's free, pretty much. Also, this is a great way to start the run. That's just like free, basically. Because even if you don't want the item that drops out of it, you can just sell it and get more money than it costed. Gacha in the early game is almost always worth it, especially if it's the random box. Well, if it's the random box in like the early game shops, it objectively is just worth it, because like I said, you make more money than you lost. This should be a very easy, and also I should be swapping. This should be a very easy Act 1 adventure. And when I say easy Act 1 adventure, I simply mean fast. Because like obviously this is just easy across the board. It's the Act 1 adventure. You don't have to worry about anything. And we're out of here. Nice and simple. Let's move her before I run away. Alright, give me something cool. None of that's cool, but hey. What are you gonna do? I could take Nias. I'm not trying to build a frost run here is the thing. But it could help in the early game, I don't know. And also it's, I guess, hedging your bets a little bit. I'm not that far removed from a frost run, but did I do a frost run after the fucking werewolf one? I don't think I did. That was a disaster. So maybe if this does become a frost run, it can be an example of a good frost run, because that shit was a just absolute disaster. It also lowered my opinion on Frost as an inscription, or absolute zero, I should say. Not like super significantly, but you know, I have to admit, like if I consider bleed to be high roll dependent, but not Frost, that's a little weird. Also, wow, what a chest! Holy moly, dude. So, like, all of these are good, like, except excluding the Meditech Cudgel. This is great, this is great, this is great. I'm tempted to take Infinite Bone, but I'm being offered early game Metal Box. Like, come on, that's guaranteed max stack. 140, dude. And it's also treasure, dude, it's so good. It's so hard to turn this down, but I'm also staring down, like, this represents more damage, but obviously it's more dangerous. And this is just a cool item that I really want to experiment with. Oh, man. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take it because you guys would get mad at me if I didn't. And also, I want it. So, like, there's also that. But, like, it's so hard to turn down a Metal Box being offered to me in Act 1. Like, that sucked. But we do have an Infinite Bone now, and that doesn't suck. That's cool. Why was that chest so stacked? It wasn't even a legendary chest. It was a freaking unique chest. Alright. Shit's going well. I like where this run's heading. We have 2 legendaries. We haven't even rolled down on the pedestal up there yet. We could even get another one. I'd say the odds of me getting another legendary here are pretty high. Wow, what is happening? Hello? I also have this. Okay. I suppose I'll take a Sphere Sniping. This is an item I've wanted to use more often. Also, okay. What is, like, actually what is happening? Do I have Treasure 4? No, I have Treasure 3. Well, that kind of sucks, but maybe we can get lucky and get Treasure 4. I could also have Heritage 3, but I don't even have a Quint. But screw it. Heritage 3, why not? What if I build a Heritage 3 run? It's been a long time since I've shown y'all a Heritage 3 run. Genuinely one of the strongest enhanced inscriptions in the game, which might shock some people. But it is. And it's a pretty unique, like, at least for me, not something I do very often. Could be fun. You know, it's always like, oh, I'm Haxa, I'm doing a crit item run. Oh, I'm Haxa, I'm doing item damage. But like, what about, oh, I'm Haxa, I'm building heritage. The problem with heritage focused runs is up until the endgame gauntlet, they are, you know, they're not doing a ton, because heritage in and of itself is not really a build around to like make your run powerful. The run has to be independently powerful. Like, heritage is weird, because heritage plus kinda doesn't really play around heritage mechanics, in my opinion. Not in the way I would personally design it. Heritage plus is like, whenever you cast your Quint, it deals like a ton of damage. Depending on if your Quint has a high cooldown or a low cooldown. If your Quint has a really low cooldown, it deals like nothing. But if you have like Suanicio or Balrog, one of these like extremely high cooldown Quints, it deals insane damage. To the point of it being kind of ridiculous. But that doesn't really, in my opinion, play around Quints per se. There's no, and this is something I've said before about Skul, is like there's really no Quint synergy in this game. Quints feel like an afterthought in a lot of ways, and by proxy, the heritage inscription also feels like a bit of a afterthought. Because like, let's look at heritage 3 right now. So essence cooldown speed is sped up by 45. That's good, but it still doesn't do what I would like. Damage dealt to enemies is amplified by 25% for 3 seconds upon using an essence. Cooldown 20 seconds. So, like, it amplifies your damage, but it doesn't. And I guess, you know, technically it amplifies quintessence damage, but like, I don't know. I just wish there was like specific ways in this game to interact, particularly with your quint. Also, look, it's just popping off, man. 6 times in a row. I wish that could happen here with this skill. That's just wild, man. Like, the new infinite bonus is so cool. It just feels so much more powerful, even though like it's not like the percentages, like it's a 10% increase. Like it was 30 and now it's 40, right? Yeah, like that doesn't seem like it would be super impactful, but it just is. And what the fuck is happening? What is this, man? Wait, no! Wait, I'm not sad about picking up a Medusa, but that's not... I'm just gonna roll with it. Dude, what the fuck, man? That was my pot of greed. Get the hell out of here. I could have restarted the fight and fought Yggdrasil again, but I don't know. I don't care that much. If it shows up again, you know, retribution for me. The inventory, or like picking up items in this game is just eternally cursed. It's facts. Also, I'm not going to commit to either of these yet because they're doing just fine on their own. Ideally, though, like, this is a run where I will not, if I'm doing heritage focus, I will not be sticking to Medusa, because Medusa, as I said, the higher your quint cooldown, the better your heritage plus is. And heritage plus is useless without a high cooldown quint. So you definitely want a high cooldown, and Medusa has a low cooldown. No, that's interesting to me, although the unique is on the right. Always keep that in mind, that, like, the way that Skul prioritizes auto-breaking items is the rightmost item is the thing that auto-breaks. So if the highest value item is on the right, you don't have to manually break. And also, some things don't break, like gold on the ground. That shit breaks on its own. Like if you go in a money room, there's like gold pieces on the ground. That breaks. Bone shards out of an urn from treasure. No, that shit don't break. Why? Who knows? Just janky like that, I guess. Solar sword is a I'll take it. The thing about heritage plus is it's one of those the higher between physical and magic effects. So there is no incentivization to build mixed damage on a heritage plus run. You full send into one direction, and that's how you play it. So this is looking like a magic run just from this position, even though like the 2 damage types are really close. But whatever I decide on, I will full commit to that type. And also, this is a little weird, I guess. Like, it's a little harder, I guess, to commit to early heritage in a way because if I'm like trying to build towards magic damage, I will be bypassing a lot of good physical items, and this is like my argument for why I think mixed damage is like more consistent with run building than monotype damage. Because whenever you're hyper focused on forcing yourself to build in only one damage direction, you're bypassing a lot of items that are good and powerful on the other damage type, and that makes your run less consistent and able to build a winning strategy. So it's a little weird for me to not be building both directions, and I might for now continue to take physical items until I see a very clear, easy route to building a Heritage Plus run. But for the time being, you know, I just have to keep an open mind and not force a run. Even though we do have Heritage 3 right now, we don't have a quintessence to make it work. So that's very important. Basically, once you get a quint that's above 60... Also, is this Kaboom? No. Once you get a quint that's above 60 cooldown, it starts to become pretty good. One quint I'm going to be looking out for is Cyclops. And that's like not like my ideal quint, but it is a good quint. Like that is a quint that I could roll with and make work for a Heritage Plus run. Ideally, we end up with something like Arc Demon. That has a pretty high cooldown, I think. Suanisio is another one that would be really nice. Another thing that I have to point out is if this does become a Heritage Plus run, the odds of me keeping the Infinite Bone are once again very low, which sucks to say because I really want to use this item. But it would be odd to bring it for a run like this. And none of this is what I'm looking for. We'll take the Bone Shards. Once again, I think I'm going to not commit to these guys. I know it's crazy because we're going to the Leona Sisters and you want to be powerful for that. But I don't think we need... well, I guess I think we're already pretty powerful. So we don't need to commit anything just yet. Like, these aren't my skulls of choice, but I guess when it comes to Heritage Plus, your skull choice doesn't matter a ton because it's about your quintessence more than anything. And Frost would be pretty good, actually, since he has the iframe swap. So, I don't know. Frost makes sense, but I don't know about Thor. Thor, I don't think, makes a ton of sense on a Heritage Plus run. But we'll see. The world is our oyster and all that good stuff. I'll tell you what isn't our oyster. The fucking low roll doors. It's absolutely happening. We are low rolling our doors. We don't have gold % gain. So that sucks, but hopefully it sorts itself out in one way or another. I think the Raven's Monarch Feather is really carrying us right now. And honestly, I gotta give a little bit of credit to Sphere of Sniping. It's doing its fair share of work as well. Gargoyle, you know, I would take him, but I'm sure you guys are tired of seeing him. So I won't torture you anymore with it. We do have Duel. You know what? I think this has to go. I don't like that, but it's just at this stage. So what's the point? Slime, like the opposite of what we're looking for, basically. I think it might be the lowest cooldown. Except for maybe Sphinx. No, Sphinx has a high. Sphinx is a multi stack one. Maybe this item is actually doing a fair bit amount of work on this build right now. We don't even have wisdom, do we? No, so that can go. I could buy Duel 4 for a little bit of a power bump for the short term. Wouldn't mind getting some extra bone shards here. Yeah, alright. I mean, it's not a very good shot, but what are you gonna do? Duel 4 is nice. Like, even though it doesn't look like... Oh my god, I pressed caps lock, dude. Oh, that's so... That sucks. I was trying to press tab so I could show you guys my stats. I was gonna say, even though it looks like we don't have a ton of damage, we actually have more than it seems. I might have to pivot from Heritage Plus soon if this doesn't work itself out. Which would be fine, I guess. I do want to build a Heritage Plus run, just so I can show my audience how powerful it is. Especially the newbies. But, if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. That is probably worth taking. Sure. I'll take it. A little bit of a speed boost there. Please don't hurt me. This definitely makes our Sphere of Sniping weaker, though. But I don't think the Sphere of Sniping is necessarily, in the long run, about the arrows that come out. It's more about the... It's more about the inscriptions than anything. And I guess the crit damage is nice, too. Someone asked me recently to show my... Oh, thank you. Someone recently asked me to show my items at the end of a run. I'm gonna try and remember to do that. The way I'm gonna do it though, because like, I don't know, it definitely creates an awkward flow of video, but I also understand that people watch me to learn. So I think at the end of runs, for people who want to see my items so they can, like, if you don't know the items yet, I'm just gonna do something like this. And if you want to read the items, you can just pause and read them. Also, do I want this? I don't think so. I hate to turn down a champion, but if this becomes a heritage run, like I said, you have to build in one direction. But at the same time, I suppose I could just hope for Sin. That sounds stupid. How stupid am I today? I don't think I'm that dumb. I hate turning that down, though. I've been starving for some Nat Legendaries. Feels like every time I get one, it's freaking Dominator. Even though I like the Dominator and he's cool and all. Like, there are other Nat Legendaries, Skul the Hero Slayer, and I'd like to see them. And I say that as I turn down a champion, so a little bit of a hippogriff, if I say so myself. Haxa, you're a bit of a hippogriff, bro. I don't like hippogriffs. Okay, can y'all fuck off? Thank you. So yeah, like I said, obviously we're a little more powerful than we would have been because now we have the Rockstar, but we're handling the Leona sisters just fine. And even if we had Thor, we would still be handling them fine. The run's just powerful for this stage. It will fall off later if I don't like start scaling my stats, because Duel 4 is powerful, but like it's not going to be powerful enough to carry the run for the entire thing because it's amplification. And amplification needs increase to be good. And if you don't know, the difference between amplifying and increase is additive and amplification is multiplicative. So if you ever see an item that says like amplifies your damage, like Courage 4 for instance, also I didn't mean to do that, but it's fine. Courage 4 is multiplicative to your, or just Courage 2 even. Just Courage across the board. Courage is multiplicative to your stats, whereas something like Arms is additive. But you need both for your run to be good, so. Very important fundamentals of Skul the Hero Slayer. Well, that could have been disastrous. Thankfully it wasn't, but if you get juggled there, you can get just obliterated, and there's nothing you can do about it. And also, the hitboxes in this game sometimes, at least from my perspective, okay, and I think I'm right here, I think there are some hitbox shenanigans in Skul the Hero Slayer. Sometimes your hitbox is way bigger than it's supposed to be. I don't know how or why it happens, but sometimes it happens. It's probably an item or something. I don't know. Also, I need to remember to die here. Well, that's not exactly what I wanted, but... okay, leave her. No. Okay, well, that's... I didn't think she'd die that fast. But we can just die in Act 3 on the way to a shop, so it's fine. Kind of. I mean, now I have to remember. And for the record, I want to die to activate certain items. I get that question a lot. Raven Lord, it does have a pretty high cooldown, actually. 72 seconds? Sure. I'm looking for a good magic quint to work with heritage. Now we actually have the heritage route available to us. So we can actually do that shit. Also, ambition. The thing about heritage plus is it's not. Actually, no, it probably is a go-getter. I don't think it deals quint damage because it's attached to an inscription. We'll have to think about that as we continue the run. Also, it gets a little weird from here because now Duel Plus is kind of bad. Because, like, look at all these items I have dedicated to Duel. Like, this is a good item. This is not a good item for this run. This is also not a good item for this run, so we have to make some we have to get some good shops basically to get our damage up. Also, I guess I'll upgrade the Rockstar since he can get to legendary here. Frost would be more impactful, but it's fine. Legendary Rockstar is a decently impactful upgrade. We got Glacial Field. I hate Glacial Field. Ugh. Ability Swapper, please. Get me out here. It's really bad if you don't have attack speed or skill casting speed upgrades. But this is also a run where I don't want Manatech. At least I don't think I do. We'll definitely be keeping my eye out here for a better quintessence for this. Like, this is a fine one, but like, for one, I don't really respect Ravenlord at all. But at the same time, even though it's not necessarily about the damage that the Quint is dealing, 72 is not the highest cooldown Quint you can get. There are higher cooldown Quints. In fact, honestly, even like a physical cooldown Quint, like if I see like a Shadow Knights, physical cooldown Quint, you guys know what I fucking mean. If I see a Shadow Knights, that could actually be worth taking here, because like I said, it's not about the Quint damage, it's about the Heritage Plus damage. And that shit goes pretty hard. Remaining ones here, I think this is a Skull Room. I honestly wouldn't mind a dupe here, if I'm keeping it real. Oh yeah, there's more here. Oh my god, he's up. Almost got Glacial Field griefed there. I was stuck in the animation and it was coming towards me. Okay. Decent odds for a dupe, because the unique is not super likely to come out here. A rare is more likely, but it could be unique. Okay, yeah, it's rare. Disappointment. Berserker, get out of here. However, it's nice to see the remaining one. We do not want an invisible knife here. I wouldn't mind those bone shards though. This is nice. This is the kind of thing we're looking for here. We need dense damage scaling in the magic direction. We need wisdom. We need artifact. We got a long way to climb to make this a heritage ready run, but it could happen, man. I'm telling you, it could happen. We've gotten some of the pieces of the puzzle here. Another issue with Heritage Plus, I'm sure you can imagine, is like you only get to pop off with the damage occasionally, so your run better be doing stuff other than just the heritage stuff. Also, Cannoneer is gross here. But your run better be doing stuff other than simply the heritage stuff. It better just be a decent run outside of that. We have ambition to help with that, so that should not be an issue for me. Why did I want this again? Oh yeah, Glacial Field. Just get rid of Glacial Field. That's all I care about. Thank you. I'll take that. But also, let's swap them. Once you get used to having one of your skills on one of the keys, it's, you know, weird to shift away from that, so. You're a conductor. How much do I care about that? I mean, I should care about it. It can lead to some gnarly shenanigans. Why is there explosions happening up here? Wait, how is he not? Oh, it's the Ravenlord. Wait, it's dealing damage to him and it's not waking him up. What the heck? I've never seen that. Maybe that's like a weird... I don't know. That's so weird. Like, I don't understand why that would happen. Any other instance, I'm sure he usually wakes up if you deal damage to him, so maybe the Ravens have special properties. Maybe they're not attached to your skull damage in any way. I don't know. If I think about it too hard, I'm going to overload and explode on camera, which maybe some of y'all would think that was funny, but... These guys are goofy. Plumb goofy, I tell ya. Also, we are so far ahead in the bone shards, man. It's the freaking champion did it. At least we get to hear this banger. Also, I just did the classic swapping away with Rockstar. It can often be bad. That's why I kind of sometimes consider him like a solo character, even though his swap is one of the most powerful swaps in the game. He's an interesting character, our Rockstar. Very weird and kind of hard to use in a lot of ways. At least for me. I'm sure most of you guys are like, oh yeah, he's great. And he is great for the record. But like it's specifically me as a swap player finds this guy to be a little quirky. Like I said, one of the best swaps in the game. But he also is attached to that quirked up nonsense. Let's get rid of this for now. And we can also upgrade our Frost Skull to Legendary. And I'm happy with these two. These are a fine duo. Now we can start upgrading what matters, which honestly, I'm still going to upgrade this, but it actually matters a little less on a Heritage run, or Heritage Plus run, because Heritage Plus is all about that sweet, sweet Quint pop-off. But at the same time, you know, our run has to be doing stuff other than that, like I said. So also, let's go down here. We are a little money hungry. I said recently in a video I'm gonna maybe try skipping this less often, and really I should be doing skips less often in general, just so I can make more money. But skips are fun. Alright, beautiful. Skull Room. That is a Mage's Mana Bracelet. We do need Wisdom. It is also quite a good item. I see no reason not to, at the minimum, do the puzzle. But losing Duel 4 here, if that's what it comes down to, will be painful. Sometimes getting through there can be a bit of a pain in the ass. Little fancy swap there. Really no reason to do it, but for the flair. And now we have a hard decision to make. Could get rid of this, but you know, I'm not ready to give up on my Fulgent on Copium just yet. If we get rid of Duel 4, we are going to lose so much of this, like, phantom damage, but I think we have to. Duel 4 will not work well on a Heritage run. I just have to hope in this shop I see some good stuff. Don't get distracted. Focus on items. So far, so bad. Yikes. Fortress. Hello. Oh man, that is just. This next area is going to be rough. I'm actually, you know what? I'm going to take an item room here. Like, we just lost a lot of our damage. The thing we have going for us is, like, we have two powerful characters who can carry the run just off their own strength. The Chimera will be a gnarly Chimera, though, and it wouldn't have been if I kept my Duel 4, but... Sometimes you gotta go for distance. That is quite nice, I think. Get rid of this. We don't have Artifact yet, though, so... Like, Rockstar can pretty much activate this for free, since he has, like, the auto basics. It won't be doing a ton yet, but it's, like, on the road to doing some good stuff. Someone asked for a Relic run recently. I do want to show a Relic run. And Heart of the Aesthetic would be very, you know, it's, like, very good on Relic runs. But, at the same time, it's far too late in this run to do that right now. But Relic runs are very unique in Skull. To the point where a lot of people don't even, like, I had someone recently say, like, in one of my video comment section, Like, what is the use case for Heart of the Ascetic? Is it not just one of the worst, most useless items in the game? On most runs, the answer is, like, not really, because it has revenge. But it's not like you want Heart of the Ascetic on a lot of builds. But Heart of the Ascetic is good on Relic runs, because the way Relic 4 scales is, like, it deals true damage. And it deals true damage based on your max HP versus the enemy's current HP. So, Heart of the Ascetic gives you a empty, blank 150 max HP. Which is constantly being depleted, like you're like constantly losing HP. So it basically just gives you like empty max HP that you can't really use. But that's good on Relic 4 because, like I said, it's your max HP versus the enemy's current HP, and it deals true damage proportionate, like taking all that into consideration. Also, once again, too late to really show off the living armor here. You're just cursed to never get to enjoy a living armor run. I don't know what hex I put upon myself, but it's a gnarly hex, I'll tell you. But yeah, Relic runs are cool, and they're also pretty good. So I'm totally down to do one when I get the opportunity and the game stops being a bit of a deal weed. We'll see when that happens. This Chimera is a little, I would say, deceptive. Because, like, yeah, we just beat the fuck out of her, but that's just because of the Rockstar passive. Our run is definitely behind par. Like, normally I always talk about how this is a check to see if your run is good. Our run is fine, but it's not where it needs to be. And, like I said, this is just a bit of a deceptive Chimera. Because, like, that seemed really good, but the run's not as good as it seems. Also, I forgot to die. And look, the Pot Greed showed up again, but also Archdemon. They have similar cooldowns. This is fake. 20, that's like, well, no, this is real. But Heritage goes off the flat cooldown, so at least I think it does. I remember I was talking to Bach. Ooh, dude. Oh, this might actually... Oh, I just realized. Ah, dude, this is like a quality of life mod I have on from Mr. Bacanudo, where it shows the true cooldown of your Quint. But what if this fucks with Heritage Plus and makes it weak? Dog, I didn't even think about that until just now. Holy shit. Okay. We're gonna be doing a little experimentation, I suppose. Yeah. This run might end up a disaster. It might end up great. Only time will tell. So, strap in, I guess. Shit's about to get real. Like, you know, I've never been punished for playing with a quality of life mod from Bach, from old Boxster. But this might be one of those times. So, this is just to do a little explaining. Like, normally, if you don't have the quality of life mod on, every number that you see in these menus is fake. Like, all of them. I'm pretty sure. Because it shows you the flat rate, but the thing is, if your Arachna Shrine, or not your Arachna, your Witch is built up to max, if you're playing a Balanced Skull, you always have skill cooldown on, like, because they have natural built-in skill cooldown. So, like, if you're playing a Balanced Skull and you look in these menus, the numbers you see here are fake. These are real because I'm playing with the mod, but you know what I, like, hopefully you understand what I'm saying here. Also, Trance is probably good here. I'll take Trance. But yeah, it's interesting. It also, the cooldown mod shows Quint true cooldowns, and we have Giga cooldown. I'm hoping that Heritage Plus doesn't go based on the number up here and has like internal understanding of Quint cooldowns, but it might not. And if that happens, and it goes off that number, the Heritage Plus will deal 0 damage, and then I won't get to show my audience how cool Heritage Plus is, because I have a quality of life mod. If that were to happen, by the way, I would just take the mod off. It's a cool mod and all, but it ain't worth nerfing my game. This is going to be a very funny run to test some weird shit. But yeah, I guess we'll know when we find out, because I'm already down the Heritage Plus path. I don't think there's any going back, and I really don't want to. Like, I still think this run can win even without a good enhanced inscription. Though maybe that's a little copium on my part. Because, like, we don't have Heritage Plus right now, and we're tearing up everything, so we'll just have to see. We'll have to wait and see. This is going to be a very interesting run. Let's go ahead and do our dupe now. Or actually, let's see if this is a... it would be really bad if it duped the Solar Sword. I really hope it doesn't. This is an honor room. I'm actually going to drop my Solar Sword. Like, I'll do the juggle strat. It's a money room. Dude, this would be the time it dupes the Solar Sword and gives me the fucking Crimson Sun. I'm still going to full send because I don't want to delete my Solar Sword just in case I find a Fulgent Dawn. Though I really don't have any use for physical damage. I might have just fucked up here. Okay, I didn't fuck up. Never punished, baby. That's kind of what's up. If you really think about it, that is honestly kind of what's up. What does this look like? Why is my physical still so high? Also, the numbers are fake right now because of the shrine. This gives me artifact 2. No, it gives me artifact 3. Artifact, artifact, artifact. All right, right. Maybe I do get rid of that. I think I'm going to. Because like I said, I don't have use for physical damage. The only way I would have use for physical is if I find a physical quintessence. Which even then, like I said, it's not about the quintessence. It's about the Heritage Plus. I really just don't like Raven Lord, man. Where are you going, my man? How did you get up there? Make it make sense. Can you slow down? God, I hate executioners. Like, just relax, man. What's your deal? What's your damage? You're being weird, bro. Kind of weird, dog. All right, man. We don't even have Go-Getter, and like the mana gauntlets are doing heavy work here. This is why I believe this run can win, even if Heritage Plus is fucked over by the mod. I just hope it's not. Thank you for the shield, lady. Why is this guy just teleporting everywhere? Can you do something? Wow, wait, what? Where was that noise coming from? Did y'all hear that? It just was like constant teleporting. I figured that was like the guy in the middle who like, yo, tries to fire those like light balls at you, but I guess he died. I don't know. I'm just, we'll move on from that. See if we can find good wisdom here. Where are you? Oh, actually, why am I checking? We're too late in the run. Every time I see a bomber, my autopilot kicks in. And it's like, hey, check that bomber for kaboom. I'm going to buy wisdom on the pedestal here. 876 is fine. We can manage with that. We'll take these bone shards. I would like a better wisdom item, though. Another Executioner Dark Elite. Like, this is just hell. He's even protection, so he's hard to kill. Thankfully, I got that dog in me, and none of it mattered. The run's going so well. Give me the money, please. At some point, we need to ditch Treasure 4. I guess I don't need to, but I want to. Treasure 4 can take a hike. We used it recently, and I still feel dirty. That shit was not okay. Honestly, you know what? I'll stop memeing. I'll drop the kayfabe for a second. After reflection, I'm sure actually people in the comment, like, because that video is not out yet. I'm recording the day that video releases. I bet you people in the comments will say that was powerful, but it wasn't even like, for being honest with ourselves, was that like more powerful than a crit item run? And really, I think the answer is not really. It was really good, but like, I don't know, man. I might have to put Treasure 4 back in the rotation. Because, like, yeah, that run was good and all. But, like, was it more powerful than, like, the usual archetypes I run? And I don't think so. I think the problem with Treasure 4 is if I'm going to be playing a Treasure 4 run, I need to focus on Treasure 4, excuse me, or Treasure Enhanced as a strategy. Rather than tacking it on to like a crit item run or something. I think that's what really made me hate Treasure 4, is because like it's just like a run enhancer. Like you could like play like crit items that just take Treasure 4 to the end of your run and just deal like insane damage. But like if I'm playing Treasure 4 as an archetype where I, you know, kind of focus on raw damage rather than item damage and just like play around like in a different way than I normally would, I think it's reasonable. So like, I don't know, I might start doing Treasure 4, but like I said, more as an archetype than as like a run or like a damage amplifier. Excuse me, I can't talk. I don't know, it's just something I was thinking about on further reflection on that run, because yeah, the run was really good, but it wasn't like so good that it's like disgusting and unreasonable, or at least it's like on par with like some of my other runs. Also, I do see that over there. Genuinely, probably gonna pick it up because it is 88 cooldown, and with Heritage Plus, that actually makes a pretty significant difference. Even though our run, and really look at our physical damage, it's completely usable. But like the difference between like a few seconds at the high end of Heritage Plus is enormous. Like, it makes a significant difference. But I'm genuinely thinking that this mod's gonna fuck over Heritage Plus. I think it's gonna happen. I'm skeptical because it's not like the devs implemented a check feature to see if you're running a mod that gives you true cooldowns, so I think it's gonna fuck it over, which will be very sad. I do have Heritage Plus runs on my channel already, so if you're curious, if this run ends up being fucked over by a mod, which will be removed after this run if it does, but if this run ends up being fucked over by the mod, just search up Heritage Plus on my channel and you can watch like an older video of me using it if you're truly curious. It genuinely is extremely powerful, to the point where for a while I was thinking, is this like the strongest enhanced inscription? Like, I genuinely, you can make an argument for it. I don't think it is, but it's definitely up there. Dude, we got so many bone shards on this run. Also, Bone of Mana is here. This is definitely go-getter, by the way, without even a shred of doubt. If I get rid of this, I have to buy Heirloom or Artifact, but I would buy Heirloom. I was gonna buy Duel on the Pedestal instead of Treasure. This is also dense damage scaling. I don't necessarily want to get rid of that. I guess the ring could go here. The ring is nice and all. I think I can get rid of the ring. Buy Duel on the Pedestal. I guess we can buy, wait, do I have, yeah, I do have, that. It sucks to get rid of the ring, but the ring is a great item, but it's a bit, it's like, if you're playing crit items, it's like a lot more useful, but, here it's just there, you know, it just exists. So we're gonna buy Duel. And then we're gonna buy Execute. Yeah, we'll buy Execute. Oh, I guess we won't. We'll buy it in the next area. If I remember, I probably will. But yeah. We'll take the money. with the easiest minigame in the entire game. You know, this minigame used to be hard. And then, like, one update, it got broken. This is just my theory. The devs might have nerfed it on purpose, but I doubt it. It got broken, and then it never got fixed. Also, what the fuck? I did say I wanted Nat Legendaries, man. I think that's enough to max scale. I kind of don't want to risk it, but I don't remember what I put my damage shrine at. No, I put my damage shrine high, so I think we're well above being able to max scale. Like, we were close to being done with it, if I remember correctly. I might take this skull room just to be safe, because it's a money room, right? You're alive? Wow. Okay, I already opened that. Just being safe. No, I mean, it's obviously too late for that, but every time I see that item, my heart skips a beat because I love it so much. I guess we're getting the apple on this. No, no, wait. I don't have heritage. What did I get rid of? I guess I have to buy heritage on the pedestal. I'm glad I noticed that, dude. I don't remember what I got rid of to, Oh, wow, I've not had heritage for a while, actually. Heritage 3. It was the Heart of Nias, I believe. So yeah, I've not had heritage for a while, or heritage 3. But that's fine, like, we can get heritage on the pedestal. It was going to be execute, now it's just heritage. Minus 25 damage %. That was a pretty gnarly round. Alright, so... Oh my god, I didn't even... What the fuck, man? That's crazy. I've... how many net... Like, 4? Or, honestly, it's kind of what's up. It feels like it's been forever since I've gotten a bunch of Nat Legendaries on a run. I mean, we shattered the Arachna Shrine here. Absolutely demolished. If I see the orbs up here, I'll take the orbs instead of Bone of Mana. Well, I was going to save that for old Joan, but it works just fine on the pedestals. Frankly, the pedestals are even more annoying than Joan herself. See if I can stop her from summoning her orbs here. Yup, no orbs for you. Even though, like I always say, it technically isn't even a good thing per se to do this, because it sends her into an unpredictable attack pattern. But at the same time, it's funny, and she deserves the worst, so we do it to her anyway, and laugh in her face. And we killed her before she ulted anyway. Alright, that went well. Look, it's the orbs. Also, this is here. Also, Swanee is here. But, like, this has a higher cooldown. And like I said, I'm not convinced this is going to work. I'm going to be real. But the run's powerful even without it. So that's my story. Also, I forgot to die. Are you serious? I need this money. 2,400? I think that puts me just over the threshold of being able to purchase it. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's 2,200, but what if it's like 2,250? All of this for Go-Getter. It's only Go-Getter 2 also. I think I should just not fucking worry about it. Dog, I can't believe I forgot to die the whole time. That's the Liana Sisters curse, man. We would have been past that shit a long time ago. Well, I mean, let's look at the Go-Getter value. Go-Getter, 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 Go-Getter. That's more than enough to justify it. I need heritage is the problem. Like, I need to purchase it on the pedestal. We'd be going into the endgame gauntlet with 8 items. I'd have to sell something. I think I just roll with my mistakes. And it's not like I'm unhappy to have last resistance. It's nice. I also get more ambition value, but Go-Getter 2 would be better here than just pure extra ambition value. But that's my mistake. It's all good. 300 max HP with ambition's also pretty damn interesting. We're kind of swimming in max HP. I don't think this run even has a chance in hell on losing, even if I'm fucked over with my enhanced inscription. I could just say fuck it to the enhanced inscription, but at this point, I'm just curious. Like, genuinely, I'm very curious. Wait, no! It's fine. It's fine. I guess I just don't get to spin in the shop. I will rest on that mistake. What a flubby run. However, it doesn't matter because the run's good. Here's my kit. Like I said, at the end of the run, as long as I remember, I will I guess I can, you know what? I can do it here. I can do it here. All right, so for the person who asked, here's my items just so you can get a good look at them. There. Pause if you need to linger on them for longer. Because, like, not everyone knows what the items do in this game. And there are a lot of items in Skul, so I understand. Also, as you can see, I was talking with this person in the comments that is kind of awkward to do every video. It breaks up the flow of the commentary and the gameplay. I will try and do it, you know, I don't know. It's not that bad, I guess. I guess y'all can say if you think it's annoying. I do want to be informative, though. Like, that's one of my goals on this channel, is to be entertaining and informative for people. So it is worth it to try and teach people and help them learn the game. So, also, was that real? Was that actually my damage? It is, I think. I actually didn't mean to do that, but it's fine. Oh, you fucker. Yeah, that actually is my damage, dude. We have such high damage here. But look at it here. Like, trance makes your damage, like, look so bad when you're not actually tranced up. You kill him, thank you. It's like, never punished for being grabbed, although I will be stunned at the beginning of this fight, so I guess I'm a little punished. This is like the downside of cooldowns not ticking during cutscenes, is you keep the stun. Let me out, man! Let me out! Okay, the sound is just like having a bad time right now. I stunned him? He's not unstoppable there? What the fuck? That is interesting. I think I have broken him a little bit. Being a little respectful there. Kind of a wasted Shadow Knights, I guess, but the Shadow Knights value is not super important. We're about to find out the truth, guys. Has Bach fucked me over? You guys can blame Mr. Bacanudo if this goes badly. Did he cuck the Giga Heritage run? Here comes the truth. Alright, let's go on forth to the endgame. Either way, if this does fuck over the Heritage Plus, it won't matter, because as you see, we're powerful without it. But I just really want to show off how strong Heritage Plus is. It's so good. Let's find out. So just so y'all know, upon using a quintessence, the Flame of Ancestors engulfs you and increases physical and magic by 75 for 10 seconds. When the Flame of Ancestors touches an enemy, it deals damage in proportion to the cooldown of the quintessence according to the higher blah 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 blah. Y'all know the drill. However, just we'll see what happens. If this works, he will almost instantly phase transition. If it doesn't work, he will take almost no damage. There we go, it works! Bach didn't cuck me! Let's go! I'm not cucked! So you guys get to see the overwhelming power of Heritage Plus. I mean, look at that. Look at that, man. However, like I said, the issue with Heritage Plus is you only get to do that once every, like... Wait, oh my god! Because I have, like... Oh, dude, okay, no, this is insane. I have such low quint cooldown. We get to cast that shit almost immediately again. I'm gonna send him into, the thing. Into phase 2. The thing. You know, phase 2. Alright, we get to do it again. I'm just gonna run right up to him. Dude, it's crazy. I mean, I didn't lie, right, guys? I didn't lie. This shit's wild. I wonder, maybe Bach coded in exceptions for it or something. I don't know. He's good. He's good. He's good at what he does. This was never, anti-bot propaganda. But oversights do happen. Sure. I'm being cucked. We have a free dodge here. Alright, let's do it again. Absolutely destroyed. Dude, I love Heritage Plus so much. It really is insane. It's so insane we broke the match and he was like floating in the air and shit. Not today. Nice try, buddy. I'm just not respecting him. You got me in a non-respectful mood, sir. Get out of my face. And I don't even know if this is a tibia run. I guess it is. It's not like there's any heritage focused bone thingies. We don't have enough crit for femur. We're basically attacking a fair amount. It could be a horrendous pelvis run. But at the same time, imagine Heritage Plus, but it crits. Like, come on. Let's wait for this to go away. Actually, no, I'm not min-maxing that hard. Screw it. Let me in. I'm just going to kill him. You're dead, kid. Never been more dead. And don't we love it, folks? He's the deadest Alexander to ever face me in one of my videos. And also, the orbs behaved. Goodbye. That did 50-some K damage. I still have the Flame of Ancestors, by the way. I think I can apply it again. Let's try. Come here. No. Okay. But also, the cooldown of dear old Shadow Knights was going there, so have some of this. Oh, he's almost dead. Getting a little lost in the sauce. We still want to play this the right way, despite how powerful we are. No, you guys aren't summoning the Rift. And you're also not doing anything either. Bit of a waste here on this, but it's fine. And also, it's not wasted at all because he's dead. Goodbye. Get a nice Flame of Ancestors kill on Bozo Alexander Phase 3, and we'll call this a done deal. I'm so happy that I didn't get screwed over and I got to show y'all this. I actually was almost certain it was going to be fucked. Thank goodness. Come here, you. You're dead. I wanted to get the Flame of Ancestors in the windscreen. Unfortunate. We call that a GG's up in this house. GG's. Yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed the obscene power of Flame of Ancestors. Or just Heritage Plus. Turns out, it doesn't care about cooldowns or anything. I guess the more I think about it, it makes sense. Well, no. My fear was, like, so the thing is, the cooldown numbers are always there. Like, even though it's invisible to you if you don't have the mod, it's still there. Like, whenever you have this much quint cooldown, it is considering the you know, like it's taking the original value, like how long of a cooldown normally Shadow Knights is, and dealing the damage from there. My fear was the number at the top was how it calculates it. Even though I don't know why, I like, it does make sense. Like, that would be a stupid way to do it, but it's also, and I do love Southpaw, but they are a little bit janky. Like, it would not be shocking if it did calculate from there, but thankfully it didn't. And we can play with the mod. We don't have to get rid of Box Cool mod. That is actually one of the better quality of life mods. We can continue enjoying it for the rare chances where I do Heritage Plus runs. So, good stuff. You'll love to see it. But yeah, Heritage Plus is very powerful. As you saw, it immediately sent Dark Skull into his mid ult. And it's like I said, it's kind of sad that there are no magic quintessences that are as long of cooldowns as physical quints. I think Shadow Knights is the longest quint cooldown in the game. It might be Balrog, but like, it's hard to get much better than what we did. I don't think I've gotten to use the Heritage Plus with Balrog. I think Balrog's cooldown is 80. And like I said, the precious seconds when you have Heritage Plus do matter a lot. Like, there's a pretty big difference between if we had kept the Raven Lord versus the Shadow Knights. It's crazy how it scales. But yeah, that's a bit more of a unique run. You know, I mean, I feel like my runs have been fairly unique compared to what they normally are lately. I've been experimenting a little bit. I would love to do the Relic run soon. Just a matter of getting the tools we need early enough to be able to build towards it. It's like, with niche strategies like that, they're a little harder to get off the ground, but when they do get off the ground, they're really cool. Relic Fort in particular is a little problematic with how it deals damage, because like I said, it's your max HP versus the enemy's current HP. So like, when the enemy gets low on their HP, you start to deal less damage. So you have to be able to close the fight out. But like, it's very satisfying when you're fighting like Dark Skull and you ping him with Relic at the start and he loses like 30 or 40,000 HP. Like, it's very satisfying to see. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed that one. Definitely a good one. I wish I had gotten rid of the thingy here, but that's really the only major mistake I made. Everything else worked out very well, and it was just a good run that was very powerful from start to finish. And you just love to see it. You do. It's better than a run struggling and dying at the end. So yeah, man, the golden win. I got my dopamine hit for the day. So yeah, I'm gonna go relax and enjoy. Just chilling out. Good to be back. Sorry for last week being sporadic, but that's gonna happen at least, because I always watch Games Done Quick. I kind of treat it like a mini holiday, and it's a twice yearly event. So in January, I will very likely be, once again watching Games Done Quick. But now that it's over and I got post GDQ blues, I guess it's just back to the old grind. So that means I'll be live on Monday on Twitch. So if anyone wants to watch me there from 3 p.m. EST to, well, just 4 hours. So whatever that. And usually I start at 3:30, not just 3. So yeah, that's all I got to say. Good stuff. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate y'all. And I will see you again in the next one. Bye-bye.